Hello everybody, I am in Marin County on the top of Mount Tamalpais watching the sunset, and so I thought I'd take a moment to give you my thoughts and opinion on the new purchase of Teradici by Hewlett-Packard. Well, I've been saying for a long time that Teradici should be bought, and I figured it was going to be bought by one of the big three cloud providers, which would be Amazon for AWS, Google with GCP, or Microsoft's Azure. But as it turns out, it's Hewlett-Packard that purchased them. And really, I'm delighted about that. Let me explain why. As I look back, I'm really glad that a hardware manufacturer like HP picked them up versus the cloud. If you look back to when Microsoft purchased Azure, which was a really wise choice, Gerald, I thought it would be helpful for them, but what they did was what any good competitor would do, is made it difficult for the other cloud providers to use the service. So I figured whoever picked up Teradici was effectively over time going to sort of starve out the other two cloud providers. But because HP, who has a real vested interest in hardware and is a really good premier partner that I use all the time, they now are picking up Teradici, and HP had the remote technology that was the number one competitor for Teradici. Really, the HP's remote connectivity and Teradici's remote connectivity were the primary way that most studios connected. So I'll give you what I think is the good and the bad. The good, like I just said, is that the cloud providers don't have a hold on Teradici, and it will continue to stay in the hands of hardware providers. Because one way or another, if you're connecting to the internet, or connecting to the cloud, or you're connecting to a remote resource, you're likely using hardware at home base, wherever that is. And so Teradici being tied to hardware, I think it's a really good idea. The downside, or perhaps the challenge, is going to be that HP is now, I think, going to be kind of the premier company who's going to have both products that most studios use. I'm sure there'll be some challenges integrating those products. We'll see how they do it. Maybe they create two tiers. Maybe they truly integrate it. But what often happens, and I'm just calling it how I see it, is I like to see competition. And so now there's a little less competition in the market for now. But as we know, it's a fast-moving market, and I expect some of the other remote connectivity partners to start to step up and become the number two next to HP/Teradici. So we'll see where this goes. I hope some of the other competitors step up. HP and Teradici both offer great products, but I always like to see a little competition in the market to keep everybody on their toes and to keep everybody innovating rather than resting on what they've already done. So congratulations to the folks at Teradici. It's a wonderful buy. HP is a huge company. I know that they're going to have the resources that's going to allow you guys to strap a whole lot of rockets and get going the same way that Scalar did when CDW bought it. So good luck to all the Teradici folks as they integrate into the HP environment, and I can't wait to see what comes out of this. See you, everybody, from Marin County, California. Goodbye. And now, let's take a look at that beautiful sunset in Marin County. Bye, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe.